Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. It's a tamper that I just recently picked up. It's an old half and half tamper. This is the Zippo I've been using for a while. I got it, it's new, I just broke the seal on it a couple weeks ago. But it came to me very cheap because of that kind of ugly little picture of a coon on there. It didn't sell, so I got it cheap. But it's a Zippo nonetheless. So this video today is going to be about I'm sorting out my pipes. The ones that I've been smoking all winter. What I have laid out in front of me here, and I'll show you, are the pipes that I've had at my little cabin all winter. And some of them I really only smoke in the winter time. So I'm going to be culling them, you might say. And going to my storage unit and getting some of my other pipes out eventually. So anyway, I've just cleaned most of them, or kind of rough cleaned them. But I'll just go through and show you what I've been smoking all winter and which ones I'm going to pull out. And what I'm smoking right now is a little Missouri Mirsham. I don't know what they call this shape, but it was a gift to me. Kind of looks like a little whiskey barrel. And I'm smoking Sutliff Balkan Luxury Blend 957. This has been one of my go-to smokes all winter. Also, Capstan. Excellent flake tobacco in my opinion. Aaronmore Flake, also an excellent. Peter Stokkebye Luxury Twist Flake, which I am nearly out of. I've got one flake left. And Peter Stokkebye Navy Flake. I've got another full jar of this. And what else? Ah yes, McClelland Bombay Court. One of my all-time favorites. And I've only had one aromatic, and it's all gone now. Clan. And then Bishop's Move and Golden Shag from Yule's. That's all I've been smoking all winter. Let's put that tobacco away. And I'll go through some of the pipes. Let's do cobs first. Typical Missouri Mirsham. I don't know the names of any of these. But this one will be going back in the box. This is a pipe I smoke sometimes when I'm working outside or in the shop. I don't care to smoke it in warm weather. I don't think this one is a Missouri Mirsham. I got it at an antique shop. And it actually had something right here. It could be a Missouri Mirsham, I don't know. Got a little piece of tobacco there. It had something sort of written right there, but it's rubbed off over the years. And anyway, this one will also be retired simply because the plastic of the stem has cracked and it no longer draws well. Seems to me a different kind of plastic than what Missouri Meerschaum uses, but once again I could be totally wrong. None of my Missouri Meerschaum stems fit this. It's a different size shank. So anyway, that may be one of the pipes I send off to have some work done on it eventually. And then there's this one, which is a little thicker version of the other one. I'll be keeping this one out. And then my oldest cob, which is near 10 years old. It's a Missouri Meerschaum that I long ago chewed through the stem and replaced with a horn stem off of an old French pipe that wasn't worth saving. So that's real horn. This one I call my magic cob because I've never put anything in it that didn't taste pretty good when I smoked it. And it has quite a char layer. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. I actually ream this one out about once a month. Builds a char. Some of my other cobs don't. So I don't know what the difference is, but it's quite a thick one, and my little finger barely fits in the bowl. But I'll definitely be keeping this one out. It's one of my most commonly smoked pipes. Yeah, and then actual Meerschaums. This is one that my mother gave me years ago, and I typically only smoke it in the wintertime. So I will likely be retiring it for the summer. Beautiful pipe. It's got a very large bowl, very large tobacco chamber. This is one that I sit and puff on for hours, and it says Kudret, so it's signed by K-U-D-R-E-T. And a Meerschaum that I tend to smoke the hell out of. It actually still has ash in the bowl. Anyway. Pipe bag flew off. It's an unsigned Mirsham. It's just a little cheapie. I think I paid $15 for it. Folks, if you've watched my videos, have probably seen me smoking this. Starting to get some pretty decent color. And I keep this in the pipe bags that I use. My mom picks these up and tie-dyes them, sends them to me occasionally. A little cotton bag, I think. Possibly linen. Tie-dyed though. That's it for my Meershams. We'll do sandblasted or rusticated pipes next. This is my Stanwell Zabrano. I will be keeping this out. It's one of my favorite smokers. I actually didn't smoke it all that much this winter, so I will definitely be keeping that out for summer. And this one here, excellent sandblast on there. Big gnarly ugly pipe with a huge tobacco chamber. You can drop a quarter down in there. This one's a GBD. GBD Prehistoric, London, England. I will definitely be retiring this for the summer. I don't tend to smoke bowls nearly that large in hot weather. But I love to pack that up with Bombay Court and puff away. Of course, you almost need a blowtorch to light it. The next one is my Savinelli Antique Shell. I'll definitely be keeping this out. Love that pipe. It's a favorite. Can't resist it. Another one I'll be retiring for the summer is this old K. Woody Saxon. I picked that up many years ago at a Rexall drug that was going out of business. Also a pretty nice sandblast on there. I would actually like to have seen this one I mean, I enjoy a sandblast, but I would have liked to have seen that not sandblasted. It's like beautiful grain. And of course, I'll be keeping this one out. The Adventurer from Sparta Pipe Company. The Dr. Grabo people. Dr. Grabo, excuse me. Let's see here. What else have I got? Yeah, I will continue to smoke this one. This is it's just a tinderbox brand name pipe. This was my first pipe. Beautiful pipe. It's got one fill in it that unfortunately has turned pink over the years. And the camera won't likely pick it up in this light, but it's got amazing grain. Really tight grain, and it smokes cool. It always does. Anyway, one of my faves. And let's see, what do we got here? Oh yeah, bootshow can, Canadian style. Definitely be keeping that out for summer smoking. I actually didn't smoke this one all that much this winter. Another favorite. And this one, it's the name on there is barely readable. I've shown this one before. Just says made in London, England. There may have been something else there, but it's unreadable to me now. It's been, I actually think I may have refinished this pipe. Yeah, I remember it was the top of the bowl was horribly rough. Someone had been knocking it out on the bottom of their shoe or concrete or something. It was probably almost a quarter-inch off the top of that bowl. And the bit is tight, but it doesn't fit real well. But this is another one of my big cold weather smoke for hours reading pipe. It's not a Mirsham, but it did come in this case. I'm sure it's not original. It's broken. I've got to put a pen here. It's a little Mastercraft. It says Mastercraft 3/4 ounce lightweight imported briar, Italy. Love that little pipe too. Definitely keep that out for summer smoking. It's just tiny. I can't even tell that I have it in my mouth other than I'm gripping it, but there's no weight at all. Anyway, it just happens to fit in this little case. I gotta figure out how to make these cases. I'd like to make one for all of my pipes. And then of course the Benton Select super cheap pipe I picked up at a gas station that had been converted into a cheap tobacco store in Manhattan, Kansas years ago. And it used to be blonde, very blonde, and of course it's darkened over the years. It's an excellent smoker, one of my favorites. We're going to stop the video right there because there's someone walking up on me, and I'll continue making another one. Take care.